Well, greetings, folks. Welcome back to the Jason Damico Show. I'm here with my good friend, the Random Hubiak. Is that correct?
Close enough.
Close enough?
Yeah.
Still feel like I messed it up.
Hubiak.
Hubiak.
Yeah.
Hugh.
But you know what? No one ever pronounces it right. I've never even tried to teach anyone outside the family how to say Hubiak properly.
And we are here at the Millennium Music Conference,
Yes, we are.
24th annual, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Right.
Got acquainted last night, hanging out at the Ad Lib downstairs here of the Hilton Hotel, and hanging out with Rick.
set.
And so beginning stages for you. You know, we've got 5 to 10 minutes here with this segment. Real quickly, how did you get into music? What are you doing right now? And your thoughts.
Okay, so got into music as a child, like always singing,
Yeah.
like annoyingly so. I remember being as young as 5 years old, going to the doctor's office and singing for extra lollipops. You know, they give you a lollipop. We'd sing for extra lollipops, the theme to the Brady Bunch. My mom sings. She's like a Karen Carpenter kind of voice, except more country.
Okay.
And so I took piano lessons from 8 months a year from the time I was 9 to 12 and just kept practicing on my own. Never got great at piano.
John Thompson books, all that.
Yes. I didn't know if those were still a thing because, like,
Well,
you know,
I mean,
I'm so
classics,
fucking
you know
old.
what I mean? It's like, God. Okay, so started a little bit classical, a little bit of, you know, just kind of like the book 1, book 2, book 3, and then...
Actually, we started at book 3 and got to book 5.
Okay.
The first time I played piano was at, I was friends with the dentist's son in town. It's a tiny town. There's like 3 dentists. and 2 of them were brothers. So I was friends with the one dentist's son, and he'd been studying piano for 3 or 4 years. And his mother was showing off, you know, what he had learned. And I'm watching what he's doing, and I'm seeing the notes, and I figured out what it was. And I said, so can I try that? And can I try this next thing too? So his mom told my mom, and my parents went, they managed to find an 1896 upright player piano for free.
Wow.
And my mom had a friend who tuned pianos, so he would come tune the piano for us every 6 months for free.
That's cool.
And that's how it started.
So, middle school, high school, college, that whole time frame. When did you? I'm assuming you started writing.
I started writing my first song was when I was 12, and it was garbage. I wrote a lot of garbage songs from the time I was 12 until I was 17. Threw most of them into our wood burner at one point. Salvaged one of them at age 17. Played it live at Pennsylvania Governor School for the Arts. I was there for writing, not for music.
Oh, cool, cool.
And that was when I started writing songs again.
So. You're a writer for sure. I haven't really heard any of your music at this point, but I don't need to because I can already tell from artist to artist. You know, you've got clout. What is your process? Because everybody's got their own. You know,
it really depends. There's sometimes when I'll be noodling around on a piano and the melody will come first, but I'll know what the story is.
Yeah.
There's other times when I'll come up with a melody and then a year and a half later, I'll come down. I go, I wonder what this could be, and write lyrics. But I'm very unusual though, because a lot of times I actually write the lyrics first, which means it takes so much longer to find a melody.
Wow. I don't think I've ever had success with that.
I've got one. So I should have brought my albums up. I'll give you an album before I go. I have one.
We'll get all the links set up, you know, when we put this out. So
I have one song on my Bleach Bones album. That's the one that I'm wearing. Cool. That is actually composite of nothing but couplets and 4-line stanzas.
Yeah.
That were just on scraps of pieces of paper, and I'm like cutting them apart.
It's like a collage almost.
Yeah. Because basically I'd seen an old interview with David Bowie.
I was going to say, there's a Bowie thing, right? He did that.
And I was like, I have all these unfinished things. Let's see if it tells a story. And I was like, holy shit, it tells a really good story. It's actually my favorite written song. It's not, and we never do it live because it has too many chords for me to figure out. And the producer was Steve Jankowski. He's a horns player for right now, Nile Rodgers and Chic.
Oh, great.
But he's also been with Chicago, Three Dog Night, and Blood, Sweat, and Tears for most of the last 20 years. He's played with all of them.
Very cool. Very cool.
So he's our producer. He's our studio engineer. And when I brought him this stuff, he's like, he goes, this is a rock song, but these are all jazz chords. I'm like, I don't know what they are. I just know what notes are in them, and I looked them up, and it said it's in, an A flat ninth diminished 11th or something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know what these mean. I just know these are the notes I play.
Well, that's cool. Looking into the future, shows and performing and whatnot, and any new music coming out, any new shows to look out for?
So we're trying to clear out our back catalog. We've got about, I think I mentioned this to you last night, unless it was someone else I was talking to, about 50 songs that we have some of the musicians, but not all of the musicians on, and not necessarily final vocal takes.
Okay.
And the nice thing about the fact that the business model has changed from albums to singles is I could never finish these songs because I felt to finish any one of them, I needed to finish the albums they were on. Now it's like I can finish them one at a time, leak them out. We're trying to get out one or two songs every month until the back catalog is cleared, and then start recording other stuff at that point. But this way, like, clear off my hard drive.
Yeah.
I've got a 10-year-old computer, so right there.
Right.
Because I can't afford to replace it yet.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have actually. This past month, we put out a cover of Joni Mitchell's Hejira, which is the second cover we've ever released. On Tuesday of this upcoming week, we've got a song called Days of Hollow Men coming out. For those of you with English degrees, yes, that's a T.S. Eliot reference. And then we've got a remix of one of my side project, the Synthetic Bones album by General Electric, which is my side project.
Cool.
That's supposed to be coming out next month. The guy who, a very good friend of mine, is remixing it, promised me he'll have it in the next week or two.
Well, I ask everybody this question at the end. If you could go back in time to your 15-year-old self, knowing what you know now with the industry and as an artist.
Don't wait. That's what I would tell myself. Don't wait. Don't put it off. Stop pleasing people.
That's great.
Because half of what my catalog, the back catalog that we've got right now, half of it is stuff that I wrote before I was like 23. And it's stuff that we had, it existed in demo form.
Right.
And I should have just gone for it.
Right.
Because back then there was the bucks were bigger.
Yeah.
If you got signed.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, I think that's applicable to any time and age is don't wait.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, from a perfectionistic point of view, it's and I've been subject to that myself, where it's like just put it out, like stop trying to make it perfect, because it really doesn't exist,
Yeah, it doesn't.
So.
Some of the stuff that we're putting out now, even though it's like a million times better than the original, piano demo or guitar demo, and my guitar demos were really garbage because I don't play guitar, I just buy them.
Yeah.
But even now they're still not perfect. But I'm like, you know what? These songs don't have to be perfect. These songs are kind of like a Neil Young spirit. You know?
Right.
You never listen to a Neil Young song and go, man, was that well produced? You go, that's a great song.
It's a great song.
And boy,
That's what it's about.
That guitar solo, the way he played that note.
Well,
because it's Neil, man.
And it fits the premise of what's going on.
It fits the product, exactly.
Well, thanks so much for stopping by.
Thank you for having me, man.
And we'll get everything synced up in the description box. This is Jason Damico here, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, Jason Damico Show, and we are out. Thank you, guys.